It's dark because it's night. The white noise is going on in the RV, so I'm here making this video for you. This video is an update on some of the stuff that's going on in our life, as well as the journey from Utah to Pagosa Springs. Enjoy.
To the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah. And it's a good, I won't even worry anymore. Took all my cares, still can kick them all out the door. Go on and try, come and tell me what you're waiting for. Move and keep them going till your life is overflowing, yeah.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna make another video for you here, kind of on the next step in our journey leaving Utah. And this is actually right now, is way after we've left Utah, but there's some pieces of the puzzle that aren't in the other videos, and so I wanted to just take a moment and talk with you. And the challenge is with all the white noise running at night, a lot of times night's the only time I have time to really work on these things, and so I'm sitting in my truck and I'm working on it from my truck, so hopefully I'm you know, it's not too loud with the truck running and whatnot. But wanted to just cover a couple updates and some things, so before I kind of take you on the next journey on our exciting, as you'll soon see, trip from Utah to Pagosa Springs. So so first thing I want to share about is, especially about, I talked about the Utah lot in the last video, and the question of, are we moving to Utah, and what about the Dallas home that we were building that was also featured in one of the other videos. So just to recap, when we originally left, we moved out of our house, and the reason why we got into an Airstream was because we were going to live for a couple months or really we thought 4 months, but 3 to 4 months in somewhere. And we didn't want to live with parents, we didn't want to live with, you know, family, we didn't want to go to a hotel, we didn't want to rent a house, so go to an apartment. So we thought, hey, well, let's just travel around. So we got the Airstream, which we fell in love with, and was obviously incredible. So I'll tell you more about that later on, but for right now, just to kind of keep in track with where the videos are going, we as you've probably seen, we go to church, we believe in inspiration, and so it was interesting when we were moving out of the house, Molly and I both randomly had a conversation our first night in the Airstream, and we were like, what if we backed out of the house? And I think there's a little bit of concern that it was just maybe glazy-eyed over this idea. It was finally happening. We were finally living in our Airstream, and it was a reality, not just something we fabricated. I don't know, but there was a part of us that really felt like that was the case. So we, and I don't know what your beliefs are. I don't ask you to believe the same way I do. I just share with you our experience. So what happened was, we prayed about it, and we both had very similar impressions that we didn't need to change what we were doing, and so we continued to move forward with the Dallas home. And but there was another little kind of something there that was like, but if there is something else for us, we would know it when we see it. So that kind of led me down this path of watching for and thinking, if there's something better, that I would know it. And so that's kind of what we were doing. And So let me tell you what we were looking for in a house. So what we liked about the house we were building is, one, it was on land. It was on a half-acre lot. It was plenty large enough for our family. No, we're not minimalists. We apologize if that's why you watch us, just because you feel like we're living this minimalist life. I think if you watch and see our vehicles, we're not against minimalism. We think it's a great concept, and honestly, I think we're open to considering more of it. I find people sometimes crave significance from material possessions, but they could also crave significance in this concept of not needing. And so kind of like the church goer that feels like, you know, they're so righteous, and out of being so, they're significant in their righteousness. And so we're not here to say that the way we live life is right. It's just how we live life. So we try to be careful with our decisions and be aware of the impact on our lives, but we want to enjoy life. And so we're grateful for the blessings and gifts that we've had, and we definitely take advantage of some of those blessings and appreciate that. We also try to share very, very generously with others the blessings that we have, and we've had some really cool opportunities to do that. We don't talk a lot about that, but we appreciate those opportunities. So what we want a place with some land. We think that that's probably at least 3/4 of an acre to maybe as much as 2 acres, maybe more, but probably not. I like the idea of being in at least some sort of a neighborhood, or having some relative neighbors. Molly's back and forth on that, and so this worked in the Dallas home. We want to have room for the Airstream, which we sort of would have been able to do on that property. We wanted room for a pool, and ideally a great view, which you don't really get in Texas. So when we got to Utah, a couple things happened. We were looking at houses, and one day we had talked about moving to Utah a long time ago, and I was like, there's no way I could do it with the business. But our business is in a different stage. We've grown. We've had a tremendous year this year. It's been awesome, even though I've been on the road. It's been part of the reason why I haven't vlogged so much. But it's been a very, very great year, and I'm grateful for that. But on the flip side, we realize now that I realize that maybe we could live somewhere that has more beautiful scenery than Texas. And I love Texas. I love the people in Texas. It's always going to be home, but there's part of me that would maybe like something different, and I'm feeling less attached to Texas. And so we thought about Utah, and there's a builder there that I've always loved. His name's Ezra Lee. His houses are incredible. He's run the Parade of Homes several times over the last 5 years, and he's just an incredible dude, and skilled architect and builder. And so we also realized that we could buy quite a bit more house because of the lower property taxes in Utah. And so we thought, hey, you know what? We were originally kind of building a step-up house, but we could really build pretty darn close to our dream house with a little bit of sacrifice if we built in Utah. And so that got us really excited, and we started putting pieces together. But when we looked at the lots that Ezra had, we didn't really feel good about any of those lots. And we actually were down the road at another builder that had built some great houses. One that's in the last video that I kind of liked. I didn't give you a good shot of it, but maybe I can put it in here. And anyways, we didn't really feel right about anything, and I was kind of getting frustrated because I kind of was starting to want Utah. But I was like, you know what, maybe it's just not right. And then we had this random situation where right next to this beautiful house, there was a for sale by owner sign. And the for sale by owner sign said, basically, for the lot, was right next to this dream house. And so I was like, holy cow, maybe this is available. Maybe we could build Ezra up here on this lot. So I called the number, and I buy and flip real estate. That's what I've done for the last 9 years, and I teach people how to do that. And so I did some research. I called the phone number, and it randomly happened that the guy that answers the phone is a friend of my dad's, which is so random. And so we felt kind of like we were being guided to this lot, and the lot's beautiful. I've got some pictures that I think I shared in the last video, maybe put one in here too. But it just, I mean, you can't, from kind of your rear angle, you look up at the mountains and you can see 6 rooftops, and that's it. Obviously you get over to a little bit off to the right side of the lot, then yeah, you can kind of see into the valley, but it's just beautiful. And so we kind of felt like maybe that was a sign for us that we should go that direction. And you may be one of those people that are like, this is a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but just we were kind of feeling really good about that decision. But we were going to be spending quite a bit more. As we kept talking to the builder, the budget kept getting stretched. The cost of the lot was a little bit more expensive than we wanted, and Molly was feeling a little nervous about that. And really what I think we've been feeling is not so much nervous about the money as much as it was the timing and were we ready. So we love that lot. We still love that lot. But what it also did is it got us really, really thinking about backing out of the home in Dallas. And so at this point in kind of the history of these videos that I'm doing, we're on the fence. Are we going to back out of the Dallas house, or do we stay in it with the great half-acre lot and the beautiful neighborhood that it has, and the media room and all the cool stuff that we have set up there? So I'll continue the next phase of that. I kind of, when this thing kind of rolled out for you as I got the videos going, but that's really where we're at right now. Now, so what we're kind of been at was, should we move to Utah? And I guess the things about Utah is my sister lives up there. I'm not from Utah. I'm from Dallas, born and raised in Dallas. I did live there for a couple years during college, but I don't love all of what Utah is, but I do love the beauty of the scenery, and I just think I would be captivated, and I would love to raise my kids going snowboarding every year. I think that would be freaking awesome. I went snowboarding every year with my dad, and we'd had to fly up from Dallas, but that would be just that would be so awesome. So at this moment in this kind of timeline, we're leaning towards backing out of our Dallas home. We have $5,000 into it, so we may lose that money. We also have upgrades of over $100 grand, so we were worried, very worried, that we would lose all of that money. We've got a lot of things weighing on our minds, and feeling like maybe Utah is pulling us that direction and away from the Dallas house. And so that's kind of what's been going on, and it's been a really awesome journey. It's nice to have the security of we can live in the Airstream wherever we live, and it starts to bring up some questions of how long are we going to be in this life, the RV life, and that brings some excitement and also some questions and chaos. Oh, I forgot, there's a couple other updates I was going to give you. So one, if you've been following us, thank you. One of the couple things that have been going on is, one, I bought new cameras, and around this Utah time of our journey, and I know it's not up to date, but when I did that, I started recording in different formats, and the software, which was ScreenFlow, that I was using to edit, is not very robust, and so I had to learn a whole new platform for editing in Final Cut. I started going down the Premiere route, and it was a little too complicated for me, so I jumped over to Final Cut, and I've been editing in Final Cut this video and the others that I'm doing now. So that's part of the reason for my delay. On the exciting side, I've got some much better cameras, so I'm excited for the quality of the footage. I hope you see that, and I think we've caught some really cool things. I won't go through all the cameras that I have, but I did get an RX 100 out of encouragement from Gone with the Winds, and A6300, and so I'm working on learning those cameras, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning Final Cut, so that's been a little bit of a delay in getting some of these videos figured out, but we're getting there, and should see some more videos coming quicker. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead, and now we're going to hit the road and head from Utah to Pagosa Springs. So join me on what is a exciting and not ideal journey to Pagosa Springs. Thanks for watching.
Alright, so driving down the highway, we just left, and a guy flagged me down, said there's something wrong with my tire. So we're going to go see what's wrong. That is not ideal. I don't know what we're going to do, we'll figure it out. So it looks like there is a spare tire on the Airstreams, thank goodness. It's up under here, I'll see if I can show you. So it's not going to be as bad as I thought. And I've got a little jack that should help it make it easier to do this, I think. So we'll see. Actually, I think I need to figure out if I got the tool. So, looks like it's just a typical crowbar needed for unlocking it. So, I've got one of those in the truck, so we'll make it work. So there's a couple things I think I need for this. So fortunately I bought one of these before we got on the road. Here we go. Well, we made it to my favorite tire store, good old discount, helped me out again with my tires. So they're gonna get it replaced, and we're gonna throw a warranty on the other 3, a couple $100. We'll be out of here and on the road again. In the meantime, we're gonna head over. There's a Costa Vida down the way, so we're gonna walk over there and get some lunch.
So we dropped the Airstream and the truck at Discount Tires. So we looked around and my dad or my mom found Costa Vida. So we're here right now, as you can see. So we're eating. I was playing on his phone. So that's basically the update right now. So see you guys.
Cheers. You like Costa Vida? What do you like about it?
Root beer.
They're root beer.
Cheese quesadilla. So we just finished at Costa Vida and we got the call that our tire is fixed.
Now it's time for a bit of light reading. What was the Boston Tea Party? Do you know? Let's read to find out. In October, newspapers reported that ships from England bearing tea were sailing straight for Boston Harbor. Rebels said this was a violent attack upon the liberties of America. Samuel Adams called it more to be dreaded than plague. It wasn't about tea, but about freedom. The first ship arrived on November 28th, and soon 2 more ships were in the harbor at Griffin's Wharf. The names of the ships were the Dartmouth, and the Eleanor, and the Beaver. Their combined cargo was 342 heavy chests packed with tea. A 4th ship holding 58 chests of tea foundered off Cape Cod.
Okay, well, as if this trip couldn't get any more fun, trying to get to Pagosa's getting kind of exciting because for some reason one of our tires is sitting at 45 pounds all of a sudden. It's been slowly lowering, dropping, so I don't know what the issue is, but we're gonna have to find a place to get it fixed, and I don't have an air compressor, which is something that's been on my list to buy, and I just didn't buy it, unfortunately. Got everything else, but that. Good news is I did buy the tools that I need to change the tire out, so not that I expect to have to switch 2 tires out on one trip, but we will be ready. So hopefully we can find a discount tire once we can get service again. And
Helper's 3 miles away, price is 9 miles.
so we're 9 miles away, and hopefully we'll get there. We're getting close to Helper, which I learned from the More We Explore guys. If you haven't watched their stuff, that the Helper Canyons are the city. Can you guys turn that down? The Helper city is from the trains that used to help the other trains up the hill. They were the Helper trains. The little engine that could. So that's where we're getting close to, and I don't think it's going to be big enough for us to find help there, though. So we will hopefully make it a price. So here's the train line for the Helper line that they used to run. And looks like they have a little arts and musical festival here that you can come and see. I don't think we're going to be making that one this year, though.
You drive the car. Say goodbye to YouTube land. Someone comment and tell the man to drive instead of playing around on his phone.
There. Alright, well, we
half a mile, turn right onto North
decided the best thing to do is be safe rather than sorry, so we're going to go over to another tire shop and see what they say about the tire. Probably have them pull it off and figure out what's wrong with it, make sure there's nothing wrong with it, and go from there. Still sitting at around 45 pounds, which is good. Little town of Price, is that where we're at? Dinosaur.
In 1 mile, turn left towards Wellington.
It advertised today. Oh, look, they got a cool little old movie theater there.
That's like the Pagosa Springs.
So, cool little movie theater in town if you ever want. Looks like a local news station or radio station's right there.
It's called Main Street.
We're on Main Street in Price.
It's where all the main stuff.
That's very astute of you. I think the Main Street has all the main stuff.
I know. We can go see Tarzan. I heard Tarzan's pretty hot.
Oh. We must go see.
In 1.9 miles, continue on South Highway 6.
2 miles. So our tire service is on your ride.
There's the Coal Miners Memorial.
Oh, look at the Golden Arches. Best Diet Coke around. Don't judge me.
I think I'm gonna go back to the big old tires.
Yeah, let's go back. That does not look good for an RV. What? Even though their billboard had a picture of a motorhome on it.
So, all right. So
You face the road.
we, I think the dinosaur tire is gonna be a little too tight of a fit to get into. So we're gonna go try to. We saw a big old tire at the front. We should have just gone there. It looked like it had a lot of space, but.
Turn left onto East 100 South.
So we're gonna go around and go to the big old tires.
Because we love to drive in circles.
We love driving in circles and taking 8 hours to get anywhere. That takes 3 hours normally. This is life in the Airstream. So, is it all cupcakes and ding dongs? No. Sometimes it's ho-hos and Twinkies. So right now Molly's in the Airstream.
And she told me to tell Dad not to drive, but he didn't listen. And my mom's gonna be so mad.
She might not be happy about this part. We think it's kind of bunny.
You think.
You have to show her this video when she gets.
No, we're not telling her.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm telling her.
Oh, she's getting out. She's trying to get out.
The two that you repaired, the one that you never repaired.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean? Two drawers?
There are drawers that broke.
So 3 doors are broken now, or
No.
2?
2. But Tyler's you never fixed again.
Right.
And no one, definitely no one, you don't want to ride in there with the cars.
You know that.
You'd be flying all over the place.
So we're here at Big O. They're working on getting the tire off, so we'll see what happens here. It's already down to 44, so it's apparently something's going on. So we'll get the tire pulled off, see if there's a slow leak or something, get it fixed, and be on the road. Well, they said that everything was fine. They think it might have been the tire pressure monitoring system that actually caused the leak. They've seen that a little bit, so I'm betting that could be the case. It's kind of interesting how quick it dropped pressure, but said no leaks, so we're back. We're gonna go for a little potty break and then get some candy and get back on the road.
What I want to tell? So basically, we stopped. Everybody did a family bathroom break, and so we went to the gas station. Since everybody's been good, we each got to pick out a treat and a candy. But a drink and a candy, and so just in case we don't want to get dinner like after like an hour or 30 minutes. Yeah. So we just
show them who the commentator is.
today we are gonna be checking out what we did this afternoon. So we went. Right now we're at Burger King. We ordered. Tell them what everybody ordered. Tyler. Really? Yeah. We got 2 cheeseburgers, an Oreo shake. Did you get a Hershey's shake? No, a Hershey's chocolate shake and 10-piece chicken nugget. It's a Hershey's Sunday pie.
We are in Price, which is not that far from Salt Lake, so it is 4:30.
And because, sorry, I'm going to interrupt him.
Interrupt Matthew.
I downloaded a lot of movies at our last KOA because it had good internet and TV shows. We got Charlie Brown, we got Peppa the Pig, we got Little House. We're all set.
Look at this amazing creature I made.
All right, so let's get rolling.
If you like the video, hit subscribe and hit the thumbs up button too. Oh, thumbs up.
Thanks for the comment.
We didn't know we were gonna
How
get
did we do it? Our 7 minutes in and out.
terrible, but we went to Burger King, which is we weren't gonna do.
So it's gonna save on time later.